Have you ever looked at a woman and thought, wait, is she actually into me? She smiles, looks away, plays with her hair, laughs at your dumb jokes, but you still can't tell. Is it attraction or just friendliness? Here's the truth most men never realize. When a woman is deeply attracted to you, she doesn't always say it. She shows it through tiny subconscious behaviors that reveal what words never could. And once you learn how to read these cues, you'll never be confused again. Welcome to Stoic Tips. I'm Amelia, and today we're decoding the subtle signs that reveal when a woman is truly, deeply attracted to you. This isn't surface-level dating advice. This is behavioral science meets emotional awareness. Because understanding these psychological patterns doesn't just help you get women. It helps you build deeper, more confident, and emotionally intelligent connections. Now, here's why this matters. Most men rely on words, but attraction lives in silence, in body language, eye contact, and emotional energy. Women are masters of nonverbal communication. They rarely walk up and say, "I like you." Instead, they demonstrate it through micro behaviors most men overlook. So, in this video, we're going deep. By the end, you'll not only recognize the signs that a woman is drawn to you, you'll understand why she does what she does, and how to respond like a confident, grounded man. Stick with me, because this one could permanently change how you see attraction. Understanding the psychology of attraction. Attraction doesn't speak the same language for men and women. Men express it overtly through action, pursuit, and clarity. But women, they express it through nuance, emotion, and energy. This difference isn't random. It's biological and cultural. For centuries, women evolved to use subtlety as a form of safety and selection. So, when she's attracted to you, she's not trying to hide it. She's expressing it in ways that only a man with awareness can perceive. That's what makes you different from the rest. Because after this video, you won't just look at her, you'll read her. Let's break this down. The role of subconscious cues. So much of human attraction operates beneath awareness. A woman may not plan to glance at you 3 times in a row. She's not thinking about mirroring your tone or copying your gestures, but her subconscious is. It's signaling, "I like this. I feel safe here. I want to connect." Subtle cues like mirroring your posture, changing her tone around you, maintaining slightly longer eye contact. These aren't random. They're primal communication. Her nervous system expressing attraction before her mind even catches up. When you learn to notice those shifts, you unlock a level of confidence most men never experience. Traits that trigger attraction. Let's be real. Every woman is different, but certain qualities light up the female brain universally. Confidence, not arrogance, but calm, grounded assurance. The kind that says, "I know who I am." Emotional intelligence. The ability to read her feelings, not control them. Kindness and humor. Nothing creates chemistry faster than shared laughter and warmth. Purpose and stability. Because a man who knows his direction gives her safety to relax. These traits don't just attract women, they inspire trust. And that trust is what turns attraction into connection. Empathy, the real secret. You see, this isn't about decoding women like a game. It's about understanding them. Empathy is the invisible bridge that turns curiosity into connection. When you see her as a person, not a puzzle, you naturally respond in a way that makes her feel comfortable, respected, and emotionally seen. That's what makes you unforgettable. All right, we've set the stage. You now understand why women use subtle signals. Now, it's time to reveal exactly what those signs look like and how to recognize when she's truly into you. You've probably heard the phrase, "actions speak louder than words." But when it comes to attraction, her silence speaks the loudest. Because when a woman is genuinely into you, she doesn't say it, she shows it. And the moment you recognize these behaviors, everything about how you see women changes. Let's begin. Sign number 1, mirroring behavior. Have you ever noticed that sometimes when you take a sip of your drink, she does too? Or when you lean back, she unconsciously adjusts her posture to match yours? That's mirroring. One of the clearest subconscious signs of attraction. Mirroring happens when her brain begins to sync with yours. It's her subconscious saying, "We're alike. I feel connected to you." Watch closely the next time you talk to her. Does she use similar words, laugh at the same rhythm, or tilt her head when you do? These little cues aren't random. They're biological bonding behaviors rooted in empathy and comfort. Psychologically, mirroring releases oxytocin, the trust chemical. So, when she mirrors you, she's not just copying you, she's connecting to you emotionally. And that connection, that's where attraction begins to grow. If you catch her doing this, don't point it out. Just smile, hold eye contact, and stay present. Your calm energy tells her, you can relax. You're safe here. That's when her attraction deepens. Sign number 2, seeking proximity. Here's something most men miss. A woman who's attracted to you will always find reasons to be near you. She may not even realize it, but she'll position herself within your physical space, sitting next to you when there's plenty of room elsewhere, leaning closer during conversation, or playfully brushing against you as she walks by. That isn't coincidence. That's proximity psychology in action. Humans are wired to move closer to people who make them feel safe, excited, or emotionally charged. If she's consistently within your orbit, even without a reason, it's her subtle way of saying, I want to be part of your energy. Here's the key though. Casual closeness feels random, but attraction-based proximity feels intentional. When she chooses to be near you again and again, it's a powerful signal. Respect her space. Don't force anything, but recognize that when she's physically present around you, she's mentally choosing you. Sign number 3, nervous energy and excitement. Now, this one's tricky, but it's one of my favorites because when a woman likes you, she often feels a tug-of-war between excitement and nervousness. It's that irresistible emotional tension. She might play with her hair, adjust her clothes, or giggle at things that aren't even that funny. You'll notice her cheeks flush slightly, or her voice gets just a little softer, a bit higher. Her body betrays her calm exterior. Why? Because attraction activates adrenaline and dopamine, 2 powerful chemicals that create the butterflies feeling. She's not nervous because she's shy. She's nervous because you matter. The difference is subtle. Nervous attraction comes with warmth. Her body language is open, her energy inviting. Pure shyness, on the other hand, pulls away or avoids connection. So, when you sense that nervous spark, don't tease or make her feel cornered. Instead, anchor the moment, maintain calm confidence, speak slowly, smile genuinely. Because your steady presence tells her subconscious, you can be yourself. And once a woman feels emotionally safe, attraction turns into comfort, and comfort turns into trust. Sign number 4, prolonged eye contact. They say the eyes never lie, and that couldn't be truer when it comes to attraction. When a woman feels something for you, her eyes will reveal it before her words ever do. You'll notice she holds your gaze just a second longer than necessary. Or maybe she glances at you, looks away, and then looks back again. That's not coincidence. That's chemistry. Prolonged, warm eye contact is one of the most ancient forms of connection. It releases oxytocin, slows heart rate, and creates a sense of emotional intimacy. Watch for the difference. If her gaze feels personal, focused, almost magnetic, She's not just looking at you, she's looking into you. But remember, balance matters. Too much staring feels invasive. Too little breaks the moment. If she meets your eyes, hold her gaze softly for 2 seconds, then look away. That rhythm of presence creates unspoken trust, a wordless conversation where both of you are saying, I feel this, too. Signed 5. Playful, teasing, and banter. Finally, the one most men overlook, but every confident woman uses: playful teasing. If she jokes with you, challenges you, or playfully mocks your habits, it's rarely hostility. It's a detraction disguised as humour. Why? Because teasing creates tension. And tension, when it's playful and mutual, is the spark of chemistry. She might laugh at your outfit, call out your quirks, or make sarcastic comments just to see how you respond. She's not trying to insult you. She's checking your emotional frame. Can you take a joke? Can you laugh at yourself? If you can, she relaxes and leans in even more. Teasing is a safe way for her to flirt without risking rejection. And when you tease her back respectfully, lightly, you create a rhythm of shared laughter that bonds both of you on a subconscious level. So, if she's teasing you, don't get defensive. Smile, match her energy, and subtly steer that playfulness into connection. These 5 signs: mirroring, proximity, nervous excitement, eye contact, and playful teasing, are like invisible breadcrumbs leading you straight to the truth. When you learn to recognize them, you stop guessing and start understanding. And that understanding doesn't just help you attract, it helps you connect with empathy and awareness. Before we go deeper, ask yourself this: why do women hide their attraction in subtle gestures instead of just saying it out loud? It's not because they want to confuse you. It's because every emotion a woman shows carries risk: emotional, social, and psychological. Let's break this down: cultural and social conditioning. For generations, society has told women that being direct makes them too forward, that showing interest too soon is unladylike. So, over time, many women learn to express desire through nuance instead of words. A glance, a laugh that lasts a little longer than usual, a small touch that lingers. It's not about manipulation. It's survival through subtlety. Because women have been conditioned to protect their vulnerability, to reveal emotion only when it feels safe. When you understand this, you stop seeing mixed signals as games and start seeing them for what they are: quiet tests of emotional safety, the fear of vulnerability. Think about it. Putting your feelings on the line, no matter who you are, is terrifying. But for women, it often carries deeper emotional consequences. What if he doesn't feel the same? What if he laughs? What if I look desperate? That internal dialogue shapes how she behaves around you. Her signals are her way of saying, I want to connect, but I need to know I'm safe first. So, the next time she seems hesitant, remember, attraction and vulnerability walk hand in hand, and it's your reaction that determines whether she steps closer or retreats. How to respectfully decode her signals. Here's where most men fail. They think decoding attraction is about analysis, like cracking a secret code or hunting for clues. But the truth, it's about energy awareness. If you study every move she makes like a detective, she'll feel watched, not wanted. Women don't want to be dissected, they want to be felt. So instead of analysing every blink or gesture, look for patterns. If you notice consistency, repeated mirroring, eye contact, subtle teasing, that's your confirmation. Then what? Don't confront her with, "So, are you into me?" That kills the vibe. Instead, respond through presence. Be warm, be grounded, be curious. Let her feel that she can express herself freely, without judgment or pressure. The moment she senses that emotional safety, her walls drop. And that's when her signals turn into clear expressions of interest. So remember, it's not your job to force clarity. It's your job to create comfort. When she feels comfortable, attraction unfolds naturally. And that brings us to something powerful. How you can respond with the kind of confidence and authenticity that makes her open up, trust you, and want more of your energy. Confidence isn't about dominance or volume. It's not the loudest man in the room who gets attention. It's the man who doesn't need attention to feel secure. When you're calm, observant, and collected, you give her something she craves but rarely finds. Emotional stability. Start with small habits. Stand tall but relaxed. Speak clearly, but don't rush. Listen more than you talk. True confidence says, I'm enough. And that unspoken message allows her to relax into your presence, creating a safe space. Beyond confidence lies something even stronger. Safety. Women open up when they feel safe. That means no pressure, no judgment, and no hidden agenda. When she talks, give her your full attention. Not to impress, but to understand. Nod. Respond genuinely and make her feel heard. If she shares something vulnerable, don't joke about it. Acknowledge it. Say something as simple as, that must have been tough, or I get why you felt that way. Those words sound small, but emotionally they're monumental, because empathy tells her subconscious, this man sees me. And when a woman feels seen, attraction transforms into trust. Trust becomes comfort, and comfort becomes connection. Vulnerability. The silent power move. Here's something most men never realize. Being a little vulnerable doesn't make you weak. It makes you real. Share something about yourself, your goals, your challenges, or even a funny mistake you made that day. It's not about oversharing. It's about letting her know that your confidence isn't a mask. It's human. That's what separates emotionally intelligent men from everyone else. Because women don't just fall for looks, they fall for presence. Presence that says, I understand you. You can be yourself with me. Confidence plus empathy. Magnetic energy. Confidence draws her in. Empathy keeps her there. One without the other is incomplete. Together, they create a gravity that makes her feel safe and intrigued. This is the balance of masculine energy. Strong but gentle. Focused but flexible. When you embody that, she doesn't just notice you, she feels you. Now that you know how to decode attraction and respond with emotional intelligence, there's one last piece of the puzzle. The mistakes most men make when reading attraction and how to avoid destroying a connection before it begins. Let's talk about something almost every man has done, misreading attraction. You saw a smile, a glance, a friendly touch, and your brain whispered, she likes me, only to realize later she was just being polite. Don't worry, you're not alone. Even emotionally intelligent men can fall into these psychological traps. Because the truth is, attraction isn't a checklist. It's a dynamic dance of emotions, timing, and energy. Let's go through the 3 biggest mistakes that ruin your clarity and can quietly sabotage connection. Mistake number 1, overanalyzing every behavior. You notice one gesture and suddenly your mind becomes a detective. You replay every moment. She touched her hair. That means something, right? She laughed twice. Maybe she's into me. But here's the thing. Over-analysis kills presence. When you're trapped in your head, you stop being authentic. And women can sense that instantly. Attraction isn't built through investigation, it's built through interaction. So instead of searching for proof, feel the flow. Notice patterns over time, not isolated moments. Think of it like music. One note doesn't make the melody. You have to hear the rhythm before you can understand the song. So breathe, stay grounded, let things unfold naturally. Real connection never needs to be forced. Mistake 2. Confusing politeness with attraction. Here's a hard truth. A woman's kindness doesn't always mean interest. Some men fall for friendliness because they're craving connection, but warmth isn't the same as desire. She might be thoughtful, open, even complimentary, but unless there's consistency, proximity, and emotional spark, it's not attraction, it's courtesy. So, how do you tell the difference? Context plus consistency. If her friendly gestures appear only once or in group settings, that's surface-level social behaviour. But if she repeats those gestures, keeps seeking you out, mirrors your energy, and finds reasons to be near you, that's emotional intent. Don't chase every smile. Let her actions accumulate because attraction isn't built in a moment. It's revealed through momentum. Mistake number 3, ignoring verbal communication. Many men get so focused on reading nonverbal cues that they forget to actually listen. Words matter. If she says she's not looking for anything serious, believe her. If she calls you buddy or friend repeatedly, believe her. Her body language might feel warm, but her words tell the real story. When in doubt, trust verbal clarity over emotional projection. And if you're confused, communicate. Ask open-ended, calm questions like, "Hey, I really enjoy our connection. What kind of space are you in right now?" Simple, honest communication cuts through 90% of the misunderstanding that ruins modern dating. Actionable steps to strengthen connection. Now that you know what not to do, let's focus on what actually works. Here are 3 powerful habits that make attraction deepen naturally. Step 1. Be present and observant. Presence is the most underrated superpower. Put the phone away. Hold eye contact. Listen with intention. When you give her your undivided attention, she feels your energy, because real presence says you matter right now. And that's the kind of message that turns curiosity into connection. Step 2. Match her energy. If she's playful, tease her back. If she's serious, be thoughtful. Mirroring isn't just physical, it's emotional calibration. When you line with her tone and rhythm, you make her feel understood. That emotional harmony builds trust faster than compliments ever could. Step 3. Communicate your interest calmly. This is where confident men stand apart. They don't play guessing games, but they also don't overwhelm. You don't need to declare love or flood her with texts. A small, intentional gesture works wonders. "I really like spending time with you. I enjoy our conversations. They feel different." Statements like these express warmth without pressure. They're mature, grounded, real, and most importantly, they make her feel safe to reciprocate. Bonus mindset: authenticity over perfection. Stop trying to be perfect. Perfection is sterile. It kills emotion. Authenticity, on the other hand, creates magnetism. When you show up as your raw, genuine self, confident but imperfect, you become relatable, human, and that's what every woman ultimately wants: a man who feels real. Remember, connection isn't built in one moment. It's built through hundreds of small, consistent signals of trust, attention, and emotional honesty. Now that you understand these patterns, you'll begin to see women differently. You'll read energy instead of overthinking words. You'll act with confidence instead of anxiety. And that shift alone changes everything. Let's bring everything together. We've explored the 5 powerful signs that reveal deep attraction, mirroring, proximity, nervous excitement, eye contact, and playful teasing. We've uncovered why women use subtle communication and how confidence, empathy, and authenticity transform the way you connect. Now, here's the final truth. Knowing the signs isn't enough. It's what you do with that knowledge that matters. When you respond with respect, cool,